I guess we're not in the same room, right, Joe? We got the social distancing.
Hi,
So,
Jeff.
hi, Joe. Good morning. Oh,
Good morning.
sorry. I guess I got this stupid mask on for health purposes. We're not in the same room. We don't. Hold on a second. We don't need these stupid masks. Hold on a second.
All right.
Okay, much better. Much better. Good morning. This is Jeff Lozatis with agent619.com, powered by Big Block Realty. And this morning we are joined today with Joe Rivas from Prime Lending, and we're talking to him about what the current state is when it comes to the coronavirus and San Diego real estate and San Diego mortgages. So thanks, Joe, for coming on with us today.
My pleasure.
I've been getting a lot of questions about mortgages and refinances and buying houses at this time. So I thought I would just go to the expert, that's you, and just kind of see what's going on, because our clients, our friends and family, and basically our people, they're asking us, like, what does real estate and the coronavirus have, like, how are they affecting each other, or like how is it affecting like the mortgage industry? The news that they're coming at me with is the Fed dropped their rates to 0. Does that mean my mortgage is going to go to 0 too? That's what they're thinking. Now even a good time to purchase a house or even refinance their current home mortgage. So I thought I'd just kind of get your input there. Okay, so Joe, mortgages, they're not going to go to 0.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. Well, actually, there is a way for you to get 0% on your interest rate. That's with 100% down. So.
Oh, hey, I like that loan.
So,
my wallet doesn't like that.
but other than that, no, there's not. Every time that you see the Fed rate on the TV or whatnot, when we talk about slashing, we're talking a lot about consumer type credit, auto loans, credit cards. We're actually talking the banks, what the Fed rate that the banks loan to each other. So you can't ask the bank, hey, lend me money for free. Now, could that happen?
There's no free lunch.
There is no free lunch.
Come on, man.
There is no free lunch.
Come on. The banks make so much money. They
do, but at our level, we don't have access to, like, say, hey, let's cut this or cut this. So the best thing to do is, one, buying or refinancing, be prepared now. Is it a good time to buy? It's always a good time to buy. When's the best time to buy? 20 years ago. Best time to plant a tree 20 years ago. Second best time to plant a tree now, because now you can benefit from the shade and the fruit. Even if they don't have a job, even if they're taking, not if they're unemployed, but if they're taking not sabbatical, but if they're taking a forced job loss, the moment they get back, if they're salaried, then we can start using that income. But find out now, we can pre-qualify with the information we had before, and then they're ready. So I would say prepare early, prepare now, and then when you're ready to pull the trigger, it's a lot easier if you're already prepared, pre-approved, as opposed to start. Because like with you want to make an offer right away for your client, but now if you got to wait for them to get all their stuff in and get fully qualified, you lost a couple of days competing with the next guy, and that next guy's going to get it a lot sooner.
Yeah, because stuff is selling here in San Diego. They're seeing houses on their own streets, and they are selling within a week. And they're shocked. They're like, if we're supposed to be social distancing, no one can leave their house, who in the world's buying houses, and why are houses still flying off the shelf? And I tell them, like, in any market, all the good houses sell quickly. Before we went into this whole like medical environment that we're in, there was a lot of pent-up demand, and that pent-up demand didn't go anywhere. Yeah, all those buyers, they got stuck at home and they're shopping. They're looking at houses, right. They're still shopping, and when they see something good, they want to get it, because they're the pent-up demand. Those people who are buying houses, they had a reason for buying before the current medical situation, and they still need it now. So I see that pent-up demand
once all this goes away, and not or goes away, but at least gets control on it, we're talking, I don't know, 30, 60, 90 days or longer. I don't know when, but when it does, it's going to snap back in. It's going to come back, at full speed. And sellers, even during this time though, like you and I talked about before, sellers want to sell and buyers want to buy. How do we get the two together?
You're recommending clients that if even if they're furloughed from work, or let's say they're like bartender, travel industry, service worker, restaurant person, if you're still saying that there's still hope for them.
Right, get pre-qualified now, get your program in there, be ready so that you can pull the trigger once, and again, if they're moving from one job to another, it's got to be in the same industry. They got to have at least 2 years in that same industry. But if company A, you were hired with them and then they let you go, furloughed you, you're 2 to 4 or 5 months, and then you join company B, but same industry, doing about the same thing, then yes, you can still qualify.
Yeah, it's got to make sense. You have to have a job to go
Right.
buy a house or refinance. So that's not changing. In the old rules, from how you explained it before, if you were currently like unemployed, you're in between jobs and you're trying to buy a house, you're probably not necessarily dead in the water, but you were on pause until you got that new paycheck, just like we just said. Now with the current government rules and lending standards, are they a little bit more lenient on that break of work period? Like before, they would kind of scrutinize you, like, hey, why did you stop your job, or what happened here? Why is there a break? But because the break of employment history, it was kind of forced on all of us. Are there any? Did the government step in and did they mandate any?
Currently there are no new guidelines, so I'm going by current guidelines. Current guidelines, would be current standards are we can still do that. I don't know what the government's going to do as of right now, but that has not changed. And again, for the lender, and I have some good information on servicing, but for the lender, they want to make sure it makes sense. The same thing: credit, debt to income ratio, loan to value, how much down you're putting down, or how much equity you have in the home, and your assets. Those are the underwriter checks many things, but those are the 4 main things that they'll be looking at to see if you qualify. So debt to income, because you have no income, then we just got to wait till you get that income. But if your credit's still good and your assets are there, you got the down payment, but you just need that job, that's the one thing we can fix. Once you get your job, you're ready to go.
Oh, another question that we had, Joe, was about that forbearance, and how's that going to be affecting their credit?
So as of right this moment today, April 9th, we don't know. We, the lending industry, don't know, because Fannie, Freddie, and the DU and LP, they all got to pick it up, and we got to identify it. We don't know how that's going to affect their credit yet. We don't know if we're going to give people who, after this crisis, now they want to, we're talking more about refinances as opposed to home buyers, but whether or not they want to refinance now, can they? Because when you go through a bankruptcy, when you go through even a foreclosure, you get a notice of default. Now we got to wait. We got some time that we got to go between you're eligible again. So hopefully we'll have some concessions, but as of right now, I don't know.
Oh, so. All right, so hopefully this should help out a lot of our clients who are following us. And if you guys have any more questions, please keep sending them our way, and we'll continue to give you any updates about the San Diego real estate and mortgage market as we come along. But thanks, Joe. Really appreciate your time and expertise on all this morning.
My pleasure.
Wait a second, hold on, this is a Zoom meeting. I'm gonna take this mask off.
Oh, no.